Hey guys, it's transforming so much already, so I'll talk about that in a little bit. I just uploaded my video talking about, is your house haunted? Why all the crucifixes? Maybe. Hi Keith. So my video just went up where I talked about all my Instagram posts through the years, which I thought would be a really fun video. It was really cringy, but I thought it was hilarious to edit. It reminded me of so many memories from college, which I really enjoyed and had a lot of fun with. And as I was editing it, I sent some of the pictures to my friends because a lot of it I didn't even show you guys because there are so many pictures going on. But some of my suite mates at the time, I would just take pictures of them, like from behind them or up their hair or together. So I sent some of the pictures and they were like, oh, this is so sweet, like memories of being at Pepperdine together. So love this. Why so many? Hi Amy. I don't think there's never enough church art you can own. That's what I feel like goals for a Catholic is to make your house look like a church with the amount of church art, at least. That's what I think. Because I love when I'm praying being surrounded by icons and crucifixes, especially with the rosaries, being able to look at specific art that represents each of the mysteries. So I really like that. Hi Andy. Hi Trail Reeves. The one on the second row right hand side is exactly like the one on my wall. Aw. Hi Julius. Thank you so much for the donation. Do you ever thrift shop? I always enjoyed it with my grandma. I always liked the book section. I used to with my friends when I was in college, and I actually, since we're talking about the video I just made where everything was zebra in it, I had like the cutest zebra sweatshirt, and I got it at a thrift store for like $2, and it was my favorite thing to wear. I've lost it from now, but in college it was like my absolute favorite thing to wear. But it's 4 a.m. over here. I can't sleep. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for being here. Hi, Fatima. So the kind of announcement thing that I discovered, most of you, probably all of you, won't relate to this. But since I do have to film videos and be on camera all the time, this makes a huge difference for my life. So I almost always wear fake lashes when I'm filming or on camera. I'm wearing them right now. And it takes so much time for the glue to dry when you put them on, and it was so hard at first for me to figure it out. I started wearing them for the first time in 2018 and I got like addicted to them because your eyelashes look so big, and it's just a pain to put on, a pain to get off. It takes so long. You have to like soak them in makeup remover. If you tear them a little bit, you tear your eyelashes off, and then it's hard for them to grow back to make your eyelashes look really cute. But recently they have been coming out with magnetic eyelashes, which I have on right now. These are magnetic. So you literally put eyeliner on that has magnets in it and put the lashes over it, and I can literally take them off right now. I don't want to take them off, but you guys can see I can literally take them off so easily and put them back on. And so before I go to sleep, usually I will like sleep in my eye makeup because I don't want to put it on and take it off because it takes so long to like remove eyelashes and then put them back on. So I just keep my lashes on for several days. Now it is so easy to remove and put them back on in the morning. So I don't know if I'm always going to use magnetic lashes, but in general, it seems like way better. Magnetic scary. Doesn't it hurt your brain? I don't know. I don't think the magnets affect anything like that, but if we ever see a vampire, we know where to go. Can't wear eyelashes. My eyes get infected easily, are super sensitive. Aw, I would be so sad if I wasn't able to. Also, you guys, so I finally bought nail polish. I don't know why, but during this whole quarantine, I've like refused to do anything to my nails. So I've just been painting them with this like really ugly blue nail polish that actually looks purple on camera, which I really like a lot, but just like this ugly blue polish. So I actually went to the store today with my mask and I got nail polish. So I picked two colors that I really like, and you guys can vote on which one I do my nails with. So we have a pink color that's like a cotton candy pink cover, and then we have a blue one that's like, yeah, so those are the two colors. So let me know which one you guys want. My nails to be blue, pink. It froze. I know, it froze. I don't know what the deal is. I think I was trying on my laptop and it literally wouldn't even let me do on my laptop, and I have been doing that so much lately. So blue, it looks periwinkle. So I know how to knit, and I did it a lot when we were like living up north when I was a kid. And so I would always get like fuzzy yarn to knit with. If you guys knit, you know what I mean, and then make scarves with it. So there's this one scarf I made in the exact shade of blue, and ever since then, it's been my favorite shade of blue. And it's sometimes really hard to find in nail salons too. So blue, pink. Okay, I'll do blue then. I have a good friend who does cross stitch, and she made me an 18 by 18 framed Coptic cross. It looks amazing. You should look into getting one. Wow, that sounds so cool. So I'm gonna start off by, I have like, I don't know if you guys can see, but just a skin tone color on my nails. So I'm going to remove it with nail polish remover, and my problem is I'm like very, like jumpy, and like, my movements are all over the place. So I always get bruises. My fingers bleed sometimes. Like right now I have a band-aid on my finger because I burned it the other day. So because of that, my nail polish always comes off so easily. Then I have to like redo my nails every single time that I film. It's so annoying. So anyways, like the past 3 months of filming, I've had to do my nails directly before filming every single time. It was so annoying. Emma says, I'm early for the first time ever. Yeah, we've only been going for like less than 10 minutes. So I always have a Saint Benedict for protection. Is the steam burn healing? Yes, it's been getting a lot better. I wasn't able to like in the shower put it under the shower or do dishes or anything. So it was really hard, and I would put a band-aid on, but then I would wash my hands and the band-aid would come off. Like, I don't know how to wash your hands without washing one of your fingers, and because of COVID, I want to be really careful to wash my hands all the way. So Tia says, wow, I actually made it to a stream. I'm so happy. Bye, Keith. I vote for blue. What did you discover, Lizzie? Magnetic lashes. So my eyelashes right now, there's an eyeliner that has little magnets in it, and then the eyelashes have 4 magnets on them, and you wait for the eyeliner to dry, and then you can put your lashes on, and then you just take them off like so easily without tearing any eyelashes, without makeup remover. It's really good. So, haha, I suppose Nashville have you been subbed for? Is there a biblical basis for the intercession of saints? I actually am going to make a video talking about this, about the intercession of saints, but I made a video talking about relics. So look, Lizzie's Answers relics, watch my video on that, because I talk about praying to saints with their bones, which I know sounds really weird. But basically, Hebrews talks about the great cloud of witnesses overshadowing and overlooking us. And then all throughout Peter and Paul's letters, they talk about praying for each other and praying for the ministry, praying for other Christians. So then in Revelation 9:6, I think Revelation 9:6, I should have all this memorized. It talks about how there are people conscious around God's throne, souls conscious. So based upon all of those things together, what needs to happen, and the reason is because the only covers, like, it was such an early time in the church that we didn't even get to the point where like everyone was being martyred and everything. So because of that, like I can only think of one, like Stephen was martyred in the book of Acts, but other than that, it wasn't like there were like huge Christians who were in heaven. So because of that, we don't really need strong biblical evidence. It's kind of like the Assumption of Mary. People are like, where's that in the Bible? And it's like, it happened after the Bible was written. Obviously, it's not going to be in the Bible. So, yes, I'm really curious about the intercession of saints. Okay, well, I'm done. I have my computer right here. Where is it? Okay, so I'm going to write a note, make a video on intercession of saints. Okay, cool. That will not be my next video because I have a ton of stuff pre-filmed, but eventually I will make that. I have a question. Can Catholics listen to secular music? Yes, we actually get asked this all the time. Girl, you need better Wi-Fi. I'm on my, so it's also using my 3G. I'm sorry, you guys. I get asked this in so many live streams. I think it depends on what the secular music is. There's some secular music that is just like love songs and is really beautiful. There's other sexual music. There is other secular music that is only sexual and has really negative meanings. So it honestly depends on the song. And I think it should be less about like, am I allowed to listen to this? And more like, do I want to listen to this? Does this uplift me? In Philippians 4, verse 8, I'll actually go to this Bible verse and read it for you guys. So it talks about having peace throughout our lives. And the way to have peace is what it says next. So it's talking about being like surrounded by peace. And then St. Paul, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about these things. So in thinking about what music to listen to, think about, is it true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, praiseworthy? True, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, praiseworthy. So find music that fits that criteria. And some of it will be secular, some of it will not be. Thank you for the super chat. Crossing the Trail. John Michael Talbot makes awesome Catholic music. I'm going to screenshot that. I've never heard of that person. Now you heard me screenshot. Folk music is nice. Yeah, Taylor Swift's album is folk music. I have too many Bibles if there's such a thing. I don't think so. I think it's fine to have like so many bookshelves of Bibles. I think that's really, really good. Hi Caitlin, how are you doing? Okay, so I'm finally gonna do my nails. My finger that I burned, I can't do it. It started bleeding like just now. I don't know what the deal is. So I can't do that one, but I will do this thing. So I'm gonna start painting. My boyfriend's mom, when we were visiting last summer, gave me a nail polish like exactly like this, and I kept, I have a piece of paper to put down so I don't get this on anything. Maybe donate some Bibles to those in need. I think that might be a bad idea if someone like writes all in their Bible. I don't know if someone would want that, you know what I mean? But, oh, this is very, very thick. I don't know if I like that. This is apparently supposed to give you a gel manicure, which is what you get at the salon that will last 3 to 4 weeks. So I doubt that is true. But you're supposed to get an overcoat with it to like make it the gel nail. And they were out of it, which means probably that it's like a good product or something. I don't know if everyone's buying it out. So I got another overcoat. So I don't know if it's gonna work to last for 3 weeks. I would doubt if a non-salon nails can last for that long. So Lizzie, if you met a Catholic celebrity, you like, would you get him, her to sign your Bible? They're not Peter or Paul or Moses. So I would not get them to sign my Bible. I would get them to sign my book by them, which I have. Like Patrick Coffin signed his book that he gave me. And then I'm pretty sure Jackie Angel signed their devotional book that I have. So I would just have them sign their book. There's nothing like a physical book. It's not easily erased. Why would you want anyone to sign a Bible? Okay, so Bishop Barron came out with his Gospels Bible with a lot of commentary. I would have him sign the Bible, and Brandon Vogue from Word on Fire. I would want both of them to sign my Gospels Bible because they put a lot of work into that. Hey Lizzie, I don't know if you've seen this, but this week Danny, whatever her last name is now, was talking about homophobia. So I was wondering, how do you think we should react to homosexuality and homophobia? So this question gets asked in literally every single live stream. So go watch any past live stream and I've probably talked about this topic. But I basically compiled a huge Google Doc talking about the church's thoughts on sexual ethics, what the church teaches about sexuality, about marriage, about relationships. So I have an entire Google Doc about it. So if you want to read in more and know, I have a lot of resources, a long reading list. So DM me on Instagram, Twitter, or email me at LizziesAnswers.com. And those are all my thoughts. Obviously, homophobia and transphobia is horrible. You should never, ever, ever hate anyone. And I barely ever delete comments or block people, but if someone is being homophobic, I block their channel from my YouTube channel, from my Twitter. I make shadow block on my Facebook page. So I'm really serious about not sending hate to anyone, absolutely. But if you want to know like the church's in-depth teachings on it, then email me, LizziesAnswers.com, and I will send you the giant Google Doc, and I will continue compiling information on that. So if you guys are interested. Thank you for the super chat, Samuel. Been a fan since your 13 Science days. One of the top critical thinkers in Christian YouTube. Oh my goodness, guys. So back in the day in high school and like beginning of college, I made videos. 13 signs a guy likes you. 13 signs a shy girl likes you. 13 signs a guy doesn't like you. Like a whole series of videos like that. So it's so funny that you've been there since the zebra print backdrop days. Now it's like crazy Christianity backgrounds now. I have my Bible signed from Protestant Ken Ham. I don't think he's anti-Catholic, and I'm not sure if he knew he signed my Catholic Bible. He had a Protestant sign a Catholic Bible. That's so bizarre. I watched those, but not an OG. What did you think of Todd White? Was he the one who was, I'm horrible at names, you guys. Was he the one who was debating Trent Horn on Pints with Aquinas YouTube channel? Lizzie, what are your thoughts on LGBTQ? Should the church accept gay marriage? So like I just said, like 30 seconds ago, I have an entire Google Doc that talks about the church's teachings. I accept all Catholic church teaching. When I became Catholic, in order to receive the Eucharist and be confirmed as a Catholic, I had to vow in front of my entire Catholic church, in front of my friends who came to my confirmation, in front of God, that I agreed with all Catholic church teaching. So that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on it. But I made a Google Doc with loads of resources, a lot of reading information that talk in depth about what the church teaches on homosexuality, on marriage, on gender, on everything. It's really complicated. So I have a really long reading list if you really are care about knowing truth and everything. So email me at LizziesAnswers.com and I will send all of that to you because I really want to educate you guys, and I think it's important to not give like 2-second responses on complicated issues. And we've also talked about the church's sexual teachings in every single live stream I've ever made. So I'm sure if you guys stick around long enough, you'll hear me talk about it so many times. I have been watching your channel since I was 55. How old are you now? Did you watch Breaking the Habit yet? I did. Wait, so, sorry guys, I think I missed a lot of comments. Let me see. Who is Todd White? Ken Ham? I remember following Ken Ham back when I was Protestant. He was in a debate with Bill Nye about evolution versus young earth creationism in 2014. That's so funny. So 57, so for 2 years now. That's so interesting. So, okay, can someone tell me who the Ham dude is? Every time I hear it, always sounds exaggerated to have a phobia of gays. It's not wrong to oppose homosexuality and gay marriage. So I understand what the word homophobia means, but I personally think from a mental illness standpoint, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this, we should have picked a different word to describe hate towards gay people, because phobias are like medical diagnosis for like you can't leave your house because you're scared of running into a spider. So it's like a serious mental illness and medical diagnosis to have a phobia. And so I don't like that it's called homophobia. I understand what it means and that we shouldn't be like that, all of that. You guys know I'm not a homophobic, hateful person or anything. But yeah, I think the word, I don't like that that's the word. Same with like Islamophobia. I wish we used something other than phobia. So it's kind of like they were trying to support one movement and they kind of put down another movement to do that. That's my thoughts as someone with a mental illness. What have I missed? Alexander said. Well, I'm doing my nails right now. So we have like 4 nails down, more to go. Phobia of phobias. Breaking in the Habit should collab with Lizzie. That would be epic. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, I'll write that down then as something that I should do. Let me see. Here are my notes. Collab with breaking the habit. Maybe it will come true. Ken Ham is an evangelical Christian who's a young earth creationist. Lizzie, you should watch the debate between Bill Nye and Ken Ham. It's about creation versus evolution. Obviously, evolution is true. That's like what the current science is saying. Catholicism encourages everyone to believe in evolution. So people who are against it, I don't have a lot of respect for, just because I think we should be trusting current medical science. So, Todd White is a lifestyle Christian who films videos of himself healing people in the name of Jesus. Anyways, did anyone watch the debate between Trent Horn and that atheist guy? Maybe I should make a video reacting to it. Anyways, Trent Horn, they were asked about veganism. The question was, in the Garden of Eden, they were vegans. And so they were asking Trent Horn if Catholics should be vegan because of that. And he's like, you know what? We are not supposed to torture and cause unnecessary harm to animals, which is what is going on right now in the factory farm system. So my next question would be like, how are you not vegan and promoting veganism if you literally believe that we're not supposed to unnecessarily harm animals, and you literally admit that's what's happening right now? Anyway, so he's a hypocrite for saying that, but I'm glad he's admitting that. And Trent Horn was like, I think in the future, Catholicism might say that the main way we are producing animals is immoral, and therefore in the catechism it could say Catholics don't eat factory farm meat. Literally, Trent Horn said that. What do you guys think about that? I totally agree, because we're not supposed to cause unnecessary harm to animals. Factory farms are not the majority. I support family farms. Factory farms are the majority. I absolutely agree. I support family farms too. If you really want to support only from family farms, then only do that and stop buying factory farm meat. I totally respect that. I think that's a great alternative. It just doesn't work for everyone. Like, that's a minority. Like, everyone wouldn't be insane compared to what people ate in the past. My sister wants to be a farmer. Sorry, Lizzie, but you are not an expert on agriculture. Family, I've done a lot of research on it. Necklace, not backlace? The church is getting massively bashed on the left, especially by NPR. They are trying to say the Catholic Church is a racist institution now. NPR is doing that? Gosh, that's really, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That's really, really absurd that they're going after Catholicism, because NPR tends to be very morally, not morally neutral, but neutral when it comes to politics. Like, they don't go after Trump all the time. They present things like how they are. So, yeah, that's just bizarre. I hate that that's happening. Bishop Barron made a really good post today talking about how Ocasio-Cortez was talking about taking down a Catholic saint statue from the Capitol building. And he was like, dude, this guy's an amazing saint. He did so much work. He died taking care of people with leprosy. So, yeah, and she says she's Catholic, and then she's trying to take down saint statues. What's the deal with that? Like, if you're Catholic, why are you against your religion? It doesn't make sense. Like, why even say you're Catholic if you want to take down Catholic statues? I don't understand it. Solus Griffith says, loved Bishop Barron's video today. Yes, it was so good. Not true. NPR is very anti-Trump. I mean, I'm so optimistic about everything, so maybe, like, I don't even realize when they're being anti-Trump. I'm just like, maybe they're actually, like, bashing Trump in the moment. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Rokio says, she's a heretic. She is not a practicing Catholic. Well, then why didn't it even come up that she was Catholic? Like, you were baptized Catholic. That's beautiful. Start going to Mass every week, you know? You see me, Rollin. Thank you for the donation. Lizzie, I know you usually say evolution is true. Exposed, no intelligence allowed, or the Bill Nye and Ken Ham debate. Evolution goes against creation in Genesis. Are you Catholic? I forget if you're Catholic or not. But as Catholics, it doesn't go against the Genesis narrative in the way we have always interpreted it in the Catholic Church. And I'm not saying, like, Like, what I'm saying right now is not like, oh, when evolution was discovered 100 years ago, we completely changed the way we interpreted it. Like, we've always interpreted parts of it as allegorical. So, in 2 hours, the Dormition fast starts. What is that? Can you explain to us? That's obviously an Orthodox thing. Guys, I'm so bad at doing I'm horrible at doing my nails. I always like spill nail polish on my fingers, and it's especially hard doing my left hand to my right hand. So, someone just messaged me if I can send my Google page. Thank you guys so much. So, I love when you guys want to know truth and want to read up on Catholicism. Anyways, it's really hard for me to do my right hand with my left hand, so usually what I do is I start by doing my left hand with my right hand, and then I do my right to my left, and for some, no, I messed it up. That helps, but right now, this is not working. I can do my nails. I'm predominantly left-handed. Yeah, I'm horrible at it. Caitlin says there's a really good audiobook on YouTube that explains Catholicism and evolution by a Catholic priest, and it helped me so much to become Catholic when I was researching. Aw, what is it called? You should recommend it to people, and I can recommend it to people from now on as well. Okay. Have you ever come across Gabe the Street Preacher? No. He has videos preaching in front of the Catholic Church, calling us idolaters? What the? That's crazy. That's so sad. Yeah, I've never come across that. I've come across, like, some Southern Baptist people on YouTube. And then I feel like it's always Southern Baptists who are kind of, like, super the most anti. See, look, guys, I'm trying to do my nails and I'm getting nail polish literally everywhere. So later, I'll go back with nail polish remover and, like, remove it. Like, look at this, guys. This is me attempting to do my nails. It's so horrible. I'm getting a pedicure in 2 weeks. So technically, like, the nail salons are open where I am right now, but I do not want to go out. Like, I only go out to go grocery shopping, and I just don't want to. I'm kind of a hypocrite, though, because I want to get my hair done in a few weeks. I'm going to go back to blonde, so I guess then I'll have to go somewhere publicly. But since I've literally been around no one, I feel like my net impact for the virus has been really, really good so far. Gabe the Preacher is nothing. I regularly have my parish picketed by Westboro Baptist Church regularly. That's so sad. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. I only go to this person because I know personally I worked with her. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't judging you, by the way. I was just saying, like, me personally, because I'm very fear-mongered by the virus, so I, like if today, when I was getting almond milk, specifically almond milk, I was picking up other things at the grocery store, too. But if I was outside and someone was, like, walking in the middle of the sidewalk, I will, like, go all the way over here to, like, avoid walking near someone. Like, I'm always 6 foot away from other people. So I take it, like, very, very seriously. If I didn't know her, I wouldn't go anywhere. That's really sweet. I'm glad you're taking care of the world and everything. You guys are going to be embarrassed when you find out evolution is a lie. So me personally, if the science came out and said this theory is wrong, just like if they said, like, the theory of gravity happens to be wrong, I would be like, you know what? I trusted the most educated people on this topic. Science is always changing. We're always gaining more information. And now I'm going to trust the current science. So, like, for example, with my bipolar disorder, if it turned out there wasn't just schizophrenia, schizoaffective, and bipolar disorder, but they were like, there's another type of illness that sometimes gets diagnosed as bipolar, but it's actually not bipolar, it's disease D, a different type of mental illness. I wouldn't be like, oh, I trusted I was bipolar. I'm such a fool that I thought I was bipolar. Like, no, I was trusting the medical science at the time. So I just think it's really important to trust scientists who know things way better than I do. Like, I don't know anything, so I should trust the experts. I think that's really important on literally any topic. Would you consider yourself woke, Lizzie? So back in the day, when people started calling me a social justice warrior, I didn't know that it was a derogatory thing, which is just like a thing with me where I always think, I never know if people are like attacking me or anything. So when they started calling me a social justice warrior, I was like, you're right. I care about social justice issues. I care about world hunger. I care about modern day slavery. I care about refugees from North Korea. Like, I'm a social justice warrior. Like, I donate to these causes. I make videos talking about them. Like, I really, really care about social justice issues. And that's like a big part of Christianity. So I always thought, like, I was always like automatically associated with like being woke, like that type of thing. But I think sometimes it's intertwined with other things that could be anti-Catholic. So I would never like self-identify as that, but I say I do use that word regularly. Like, for example, I'm in an anti-racism book club we do through Zoom, and a lot of people were talking about how their parents are racist. And my parents have never been racist. Like, I don't think they've ever said anything racist. And they're just very educated on racial matters, and they're very like progressive when it comes to it. And so I literally was saying my parents are woke, and I was just talking about how they're not racist. And I think that's like one of the meanings of the word. But Rokio said, I avoided people before the pandemic. Alexander said, thank you. Was that your question, or was that someone else's question? Oh, Alexander said the Big Bang was discovered by a priest teaching at a Catholic university. David asked the question about the woke. That's so funny that you avoided people before the pandemic. I mean, my life didn't even change that much either after the pandemic. Can you please make a response video to the Cleveland Street preacher's claims about Catholicism? He picks on Catholics on the street that are not knowledgeable. I'll make a video response if it's good content. I can't promise it'll be good content though. Jesus was a social justice warrior. Yeah, but the current like social justice warrior has like connotations that I don't think Jesus would want to associate with. But you're right, when it comes to just like caring about social justice, obviously that's a huge part of Jesus' ministry and like why he came to earth and stuff. Have you seen what happened to the No. Francis, I didn't see what happened to it. Obviously, I can't even pronounce it, so I've never heard of it. So, even if the person to propose the theory was a priest. Yeah. Okay. It's time for a second coat of this nail polish. Jesus' behavior in the temple was very SJW. Have you read The Way by Saint Josemaria? No, I've never heard of that book. In the 1980s and 90s, my college science class still taught humility. Evolution is the best natural theory, but can't be proven without a time machine. Yeah, I mean, gravity's a theory as well, so... You think Jesus was an SJW with all the connotations? I mean, it just depends on how we're defining concepts and everything. So, have you heard of Opus Dei? Of course. If you look at the meaning of the theory and idea that is suggested or presented or possibly true, but that is not known or proven to be true. Jesus at the temple was protecting his property. Jesus was an actual justice warrior, yes, because he did like spiritual warfare. So really, like, Catholics should just like steal the social justice warrior word after demons who are harming people with violence around the world. Then that's actually what it means to be a warrior. I always get like way too much nail polish. That's my issue. And then it takes so long to dry, and then it comes off really easily. This is going so badly. I don't want to get this on my computer. Look how bad that is. Why did you choose to be Catholic instead of Orthodox? Because throughout church history, being lowercase o Orthodox, like having the right theology, was always based upon being united with the Roman bishop and all the other bishops. So I always want to be united with the Roman bishop and have the Pope as a leader of the church. to prove that the ideology of the papacy was going on from the 1st century onward, I recommend a book called Upon This Rock by Stephen Ray. It really helped me become Catholic. It has a lot of really great content in it. I'm working with a bakery. I help post the content on Yelp and share photos of my boss's cake to my social media, and I get paid to do it. Oh, that's really, really sweet. Lizzie, how do you stay positive in such trying times? All these attacks on our churches gets me down. Yeah, so when I was making my video, Catholicism is under attack, just like informing everyone on what's been going on, I actually got really, really sad when I was editing that video because there were literal images of like statues being thrown down, like graffiti, and I was like, you're attacking like my people. So that was really sad. I just stopped focusing on it all the time. I think you need to take a break from reading the news. And like in Colossians 3 is my favorite chapter in the Bible, and it says to think about things above, to contemplate heaven. And so we shouldn't be spending all of our time looking at horrible news of what's going on in the world. We need to spend our time in front of Jesus in the Eucharist, and if we can't do that at Mass, spend time in front of your favorite crucifix, in front of an icon, with your Bible open, praying the rosary. That's the way to get through trying times, to focus on God and focus on heaven. If we keep focusing on the world, we're gonna have a lot of stress, unhappiness. It's just not gonna be a great time because everything going on in the world, like Jesus said it right before he died, there will be trial and tribulation, but trust me, I have overcome everything. So we just need to trust Jesus through it. And what also has been comforting to me, like in that video I made, I said it's only gonna keep getting worse. And so that in like a twisted way helps, knowing that it's gonna keep getting worse. So like mentally preparing for as it gets worse. Travis, hey Lizzie, a little off topic, but were you able to access the video I sent? If you sent it, I never saw the email, but I get loads of emails, so I probably missed it. To dye your hair looks into seasonal color analysis. Interesting. Okay. Mimi says, Lizzie, I have some questions. Can I DM them with you? Yes. I'm not promising I'm going to get to them because I have a lot of messages, but I may get to them. Lizzie, how do you stay motivated in reading the Lord's word? I think you should just set aside time every single day when you do your Bible study. Since we're all at home, do it in the morning when you wake up. Spend like 30 minutes reading the Bible. If you want to do it before you go to sleep, pick a time. Like every night after dinner at 8 p.m., I'm going to read the Bible. Just pick a time of the day and then do it every day. Before you dye your hair. What? I think we're finally back. I'm so sorry, you guys. That was so annoying. So, Diana says, is it bad to read a Christian Bible even if you're a Catholic? So I have a video talking about are Catholics Christians? Because a lot of people say, I'm not Christian, I'm Catholic. Catholics are the original Christians. Like, of course, we're Christians. We're Catholic Christians. The Christians were first called Christian at Antioch. It talks about that in Acts, the book of Acts. And in the 1st century, St. Ignatius called Christians Catholic at Antioch. So we've been calling ourselves Catholic from the very beginning of Christianity. So obviously, and the Protestant Bible, let's call it not the Christian Bible, the Protestant Bible. The Catholic Bible is the Christian Bible. It's the only Bible God wants us to have. The Catholic Bible is the Christian Bible. The Protestant Bible has removed books out of the Christian Bible. So everything in the Protestant Bible is in the Christian Bible, which is the Catholic Bible. We talk about these topics because there's so much stigma towards Catholics that they're not Christians, and I'm so sick of it because we created Christianity. Like, we're the original church. Like, obviously we're Christians. So let's just be careful with how we talk. Is it a sin to swear? No, it's totally fine to curse. The only thing that you shouldn't do is curse people out. So you shouldn't be like, F you to people. Like, that's horrible. That's sinning. You shouldn't be speaking to people with malice. But if you're just talking to people, like, I curse a lot. You guys would be surprised. I don't curse in my videos because I want my channel to be family friendly. But yes, I curse. I don't curse people out. What? People are confused that deuterocanonical correction. Swearing is terrible. In Catholic, I was shocked when I became Catholic how many people in Catholicism, in my Protestant churches, cursing was horrible. But in Catholicism, so many people curse. Since I couldn't go to work, I was able to get a phone therapy. That's so good. Lizzie swears. Am I ruining my reputation right now? I thought swearing was a sin, not gonna lie. I swear too. Yeah, no, Catholics swear all the time. I don't know, are you guys like not plugged into a Catholic community? Because like in my RCIA, hanging out with people from my parish, hanging out with my boyfriend's parish, like everyone curses and like it's fine. So I always feel bad if I take the Lord's name in vain. Yes. So to be clear, taking God's name in vain is completely different from cursing, obviously. So taking God's name in vain, never, ever. That's literally a mortal sin, and you should go to confession when you do that. Obviously, it's not always a mortal sin. It's like grave matter. So if it's something that you do like under compulsion and it's hard to stop, maybe it's not a mortal sin, but I would always go to confession after using God's name in vain. That's one of the 10 commandments. It's so original. So, what's the next theology video going to be about? Probably it's going to be about the intercession of the saints. That's what people want me to talk about. So that's probably what the video is going to be. What can I do to feel God's presence when praying? That's a really difficult question. I would say I made a video talking about like how to interact with God. So I'm gonna link that video for you and it might help. But when it comes to feeling God, it honestly depends on your emotional state. There's something called desert periods in your faith or dark night of the soul when you feel nothing towards God. And so if that's happening, there's like nothing you can do to feel God's presence, you know? So I just linked the video that talks about like how I do my like God time devotional time, and that might help you out. But silence is great in a church, just sitting alone. Absolutely. I love that a lot. The correction is about the Catholic Bible having the Deuteronomy. Yes, I recently biggest, most controversial debates of the Protestant Okay. So I've just linked my video I made talking about the deuterocanonical books, which are the books that are not in the Protestant Bible but are in the Catholic Bible. So I hope that helps. Caitlin, email me, DM me on Twitter or Instagram, or email me LizziesAnswers@gmail.com. Tell me what your question was and what video you're trying to find. I think creationists give Christianity a bad name. Absolutely. It makes it look like Christians are like very ignorant and don't believe in modern science and everything. And I mean, it's true, a lot of people don't believe in modern science. Like there's a lot of Christians that are against people with mental illness taking medications as well. So it's like a lot of different things going on. Do you think the Orthodox Church and Catholic Church will ever be united again? If we pray enough, I think we can. Caitlin keeps copying and pasting her thing about the audiobook. Yeah, so if you're confused about this topic, definitely go read it. Richard Dawkins uses the I'm waiting to see when we're back. Okay, I think we're back now. The militant young earth creationists believe that we coexisted with story to tell you. So back in the day when I was Protestant, we had like VBS. Do you guys VBSs? It's when there's, I don't know how to explain VBS to Catholic, I think. So it's a week during the summer where you bring everyone from the church's kids and their friends, and you do a ton of activities like art projects, singing, skits, making cupcakes, playing in the playground, like hide and seek, like all these types of games intermixed with prayer and Bible study and Christian talks. And so during our VBS, it was creation themed. So we had animals everywhere talking about God created the world, like how beautiful the world is. And there was a picture of a human riding a dinosaur. Isn't that horrific? It's like, I just can't even, ugh. Catholics have VBS? I volunteer, really? So that was just like really, really cringy. So I don't understand. Alexander says, I don't understand why modern Christians are so opposed to science. Throughout history, the church has always been in control of science. Absolutely. Oh yeah, VBS is called Vacation Bible School. Yeah. I didn't even, it's so automatic to say VBS that I didn't even know. But yeah, it stands for Vacation Bible School. It's like Bible camp, except it's at a church and you don't spend the night. You just come every morning. And it's supposed to be an evangelism thing too. So my mom found it so embarrassing that when the parents were coming into the auditorium to pick up the kids, there was this graphic up of a human riding a dinosaur. Oh, it's so ridiculous. Lizzie, what do you exactly mean by science? Catholics made science. Please pray for the souls of my dad's older sister. She died and she was Muslim. I pray that God has mercy on her. People use tabernacle, chalice, host, and Holy Virgin as swear words. There is no F word. That's horrible. That's so horrible. It's horrific. That makes me so sad that people, and see, I don't even realize how sad it is when people are using God's name in vain, because you hear it like all day, every day in music, and just hearing like tabernacle hosts that they say that like clicked in me, how sad it must be. Like we don't even realize it when God's name is used in vain. So what I've started doing with everyone in my life, even if I'm listening to a song or listening to a YouTube video and they use God's name in vain, I cross myself and I say, praise his glorious name. Praise his glorious name anytime someone uses God's name in vain, and that will hopefully encourage everyone in my life to stop using God's name in vain. And when it is used in vain, it kind of like makes it better in the moment. Lizzie, do you believe in the cross of Christ? So I think the true cross has a really, really beautiful meaning. Do I think that it goes all the way back to 30 AD? Me personally, I don't believe that. Actual science was created in the Catholic cathedral schools, especially Chartists, in the 12th century. Praise God's glorious name. Can't believe those words are considered bad over there in Quebec. Yeah, it's really, really sad. Okay. God's name in vain all the time, and then they won't stop because they don't believe it's bad. That's really, really sad. I'm a Catholic from Costa Rica. God bless you. Thank you for finding my channel. I love that you're here. What is Catholicism like in Costa Rica? Is it like majority, or is it minority, or is it like people are apathetic like in the US? What's going on there? I feel like in the US, it's like half-half, where there's some people who are like so passionate about it, and then there's other people, like I think 4/5 of Catholic, who don't regularly attend Mass. But from my perspective, because of my YouTube channel, it seems like American Catholics are so devout because there's so many people following my channel who are really, really devout about it. So, and actually, some of the most beautiful messages I get are from really elderly people, and they're like, that my even though you don't see them at Mass, like they do exist and they're at some people's Masses. Okay. What do you guys think? Nuance says, can you send me your Google Doc via email? So my email is LizziesAnswers@gmail.com. So literally like my channel name, LizziesAnswers@gmail.com. And I can actually type it here as well. There we go, LizziesAnswers@gmail.com. So email me, say what you want to receive, and that will come up. Your nails look beautiful. Thank you. I have a small confession. I'm worried about posting my art online because of art thieves. I've seen so many other artists and friends who get their art stolen even though they watermarked it. That's horrible. The world is horrible. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. I just realized Google account isn't here. He was here earlier and then he left, and he was on the video premiere, so he's been here tonight. He probably had to go to sleep or something. I returned to the Catholic Church after 2 decades this past weekend. I put off going to confession for the last 3 weeks before I got up the courage. I was finally able to do that! Yay, that's so exciting! Welcome home again! That's really, really cool. How was your confession? I always feel so good after confession. One time I was at confession and I was like literally shaking. I was so scared to confess when I was confessing. But yeah, so it's a journey for sure. Can someone please recommend early church fathers that taught about the dogmas of Mother Mary? Yes. So I have an entire playlist on my YouTube channel called The Mary Playlist. And in the video, I talk about the Marian dogmas and loads of church father evidence in all of the videos proving the Marian dogma. So I'm going to link that in the chat and definitely go and watch that. Lizzie, you should have a meet and greet. I've had many meet and greets before. It's speak, but whoever was emailing me. So Maya says, I watched the full ads on your video to help you out. That's so sweet. Aw, thanks, Maya. So, meet and greet. So I have 2 long-term stalkers with my YouTube channel. So I would never do a meet and greet because I don't want to meet a stalker in person. So I never will say like where I'm at, if that makes sense. Like when I visit Trevor, you guys know, like in a huge city, or like I live in LA, like huge city. But I would never want to be like, I'm going to this specific place. Please meet me. I will be here. So social distance meet and greets. Yeah, especially today I'm doing a meet and greet. I'm still praying for you. Be wise? What verse in Revelation? Meet and greet in the Vatican City. That'd be so cool. Atheists need to come up with natural explanations for why something exists instead of nothing. Evolution is the best they could come up with to eliminate the need for... No, you guys, creationism, evolution, they go together. Julia says, when I did confession, I always felt weird after, like, okay, now an old man knows I blank. I'm not crazy. Yes, be careful, Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie, what's your second favorite Marian apparition? My first favorite Marian apparition is Our Lady of Guadalupe, and my second favorite Marian apparition is Our Lady of Knox, and my third favorite Marian apparition is Our Lady of Lourdes. Hi Jade, I love you too. I'm trying to do a heart, but I don't want to like get my nails touched and mess up my nails. We don't use that phrase. I'm deleting that comment. I do not say the phrase OM. I'm completely against using the acronym because I think that's using God's name in vain. So I don't text or tweet that. I don't even say oh my gosh anymore. I stopped doing that. I say oh my goodness, which I might actually stop doing that as well. Let me know what you guys think. But I just think when it comes to God's name and one of the 10 commandments, we should be really careful. Maybe I should make a video talking about cursing and bringing all of this up. That would actually be a good video. Okay. I could call it Why I Curse. No, I won't call it Why I Curse. I would say, Can Catholics Curse? And then I'll talk in it about using God's name in vain and about how to stop and how to like say praise his glorious name in it. I think that'll be a really good video. This might be my next video, you guys. And then I have to research for my saints video. Yes, do a video. And then everyone's gonna be like super weirded out that I actually curse in my have I cursed around you, Caitlin? I don't know, am I comfortable enough? I do around most of my friends. It's just really normal now because my old roommates were not Christians, and so I'm not saying you can't curse as Christians, but like my Protestant friends from college never cursed. So then my newer friends did, and so because of that, I just started cursing more. Do it, Lizzie. It'll be a good video. Why I curse. Lizzie loses subscribers and the Catholic online world goes crazy. Okay, so I don't curse online though. That's the thing. Like when people on Catholic Twitter curse, I'm like, what? Like, how are you cursing? This is not okay. It's Catholicism. But in person, Catholics curse all the time, so it makes sense that online they do as well. Yes, you have cursed in front of me. Lizzie, why the Catholics keep the statues in the church? Because they represent the saints being alive in heaven right now. I made a whole video talking about this, talking about art in churches and the Bible verses that Protestants bring up against it. So I'll link that video for you and you can go watch it. And if you can't click on the video, then email me, LizziesAnswers.com, LizziesAnswers@gmail.com, or tweet me or Instagram me and ask about the video talking about statues. But I'm making my video on the intercession of the saints and intercession on the saints, talk about icons and statues. Okay, cool. Hola, Lizzie. Hi, Juancho Nunes. Did I pronounce your name right? Please correct me if I didn't. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. I'm also bad at remembering names. So in my Bible studies, I really, really like that on Zoom, everyone's bad at pronouncing. So then literally what I do on Zoom is I have a, like document open on my computer. So I have like Zoom here, and underneath it I have a document with like the right way to pronounce people's names because I'm so bad at it. I avoid using God's name in vain, but I had no idea that using euphemisms or acronyms were bad. People might call me fundamentalist for thinking the way that I do, but I just think, yeah, I just don't like it at all. So maybe I'll get a lot of people to stop doing that. Your sin shall have no dominion over you, for you are not under the law, but under grace. Trad cats reject evolution. Really? That's crazy to me to reject evolution. With my name, you do it just right. Really? Okay, well that's because Fatima is one of the Marian apparitions, so I know it because of that. Also, fun fact about mispronouncing words, I used to always say Marian apparition, like in Harry Potter, instead of Marian apparition, which is so horrible. Because, like, who uses the word apparition? Like, it wasn't a word in my vocabulary, so my mind automatically went apparition, which in Harry Potter is I can be, like, in California and then apparate to Florida, like, all at once. You can just, like, go there. I was trying to snap, but I can't without... I'm going to title the video, Why Catholics Pray to Dead Saints, in quotes. It's technically called Fellowship of the Saints, but it also involves Veneration of the Saints. So there are so many things going on. Okay, I'm writing down notes for my video that I'm going to do. Caitlin says, I remember the first time you cursed in front of me. I was so shocked on the inside because you never do it in your videos. For how long should we pray to the dead? This is giving me such great content. I mean, there's no point if they are already in heaven or hell. So the whole point is the saints pray for us. So we just send up prayer requests is the main thing. We send up prayer requests and they pray for us, but then we pray for people in purgatory, which I made a whole video talking about purgatory. So look at my video, LizziesAnswers Purgatory, search on YouTube. David Kelly, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, Lizzie, for all that you do and for sharing so much. Your enthusiasm and humility is inspiring. Peace be with you and your loved ones. Peace is something we're all in short supply of right now, so thank you so much. Do geese see God? So Aquinas has something where he says, like, all animals are worshiping God by just, like, obeying and doing what they're meant to do. So, like, geese are worshiping God by swimming around and, like, going south for winter and, like, having babies. And, like, as humans, that's what we're supposed to do, too. We're supposed to just, like, be worshiping God through our lives. Lizzie, would you do a live rosary prayer chat? That's actually a really cool idea. I've done rosary decades in live streams before. I don't know, for some reason I feel like praying on camera is weird. I don't like it. Like in Taylor Marshall's videos, when they pray before on camera, for some reason it just feels like not authentic, but it should be, especially if it's a live stream. It should be really, really authentic, but for some reason it just like doesn't feel like that to me. My favorite Bible passage is John 6. Even I haven't found another passage where he speaks as much from his divine condition as here. Read the verse 45, and then he speaks about the Eucharist. I know, I love John 6 so much. It's beautiful. For potential Catholic converts, maybe. I did make a whole video on how to pray the rosary, so I feel like I've done a lot of content on the rosary so far. And excess of any kind. I know that cursing is not sinful depending on how someone uses it. However, I'm still of the opinion that Christians should not curse. Yeah, Brian Holdsworth made a video talking about how cursing is allowed, but you actually shouldn't curse. But it's totally up to people to decide that. I love your middle right crucifix. This one or two? One or two, probably that one. I have to go back over so many of your stuff. Apologize? What? Are more Protestants in the US converting to Catholicism? Javier asks. Yes, absolutely. There are so many Protestants who are becoming Catholic. I read stories every single day from my YouTube subscribers who are becoming Catholic. So it's a pretty big thing going on. Something is happening with the screen right now. It looks like you are melting. What? I can't see it. That's so interesting. Do you think some horror movies can be considered Christian movies? Well, Trevor really likes horror movies, so that would be a positive thing where he would be like, Lizzie, this is a Christian movie. It's a horror movie. So that could be positive for our relationship, I guess. Lizzie, please explain to us why we should pray to the souls in Purgatory. I made an entire video talking about Purgatory. I will link it in the live chat. But if it doesn't work in the live chat, just YouTube search Lizzie's Answers Purgatory. And I made a whole video talking about it. I love so much when people request videos and then I've literally made like a 30-minute video explaining the topic. It makes me really, really happy. Hi Ritka, how are you? The Conjuring is a Catholic series of horror movies. Interesting. Do they have like crucifixes defending everyone? Do you speak Spanish? Unfortunately, I do not. I took it in high school, but I don't remember a lot of it. Although when I was in Mexico last year, a lot of it did come back. Do you know any of the Catholic prayers in Latin? I'm getting so tired, you guys. I'm gonna go soon. I've prayed in Latin before. I prayed a rosary in Latin. It took like an hour and a half, but I do love that a lot. Is there some Netflix show about nuns fighting vampires at the moment? My Protestant friend asked me, why do we think Mary is an eternal virgin? He has a point. How could we know for certain? We know for certain. I have an entire video. I know I keep saying I have an entire video, but I've literally made over 100 videos. So the reason that we know 100% that Mary is a perpetual virgin is because on the cross, Jesus, in John's gospel, he gives away his mother Mary to John. Jesus gives away his mother Mary to John, the Apostle John, not him. So Joseph is obviously dead. Sorry, the video is coming up. So I have a whole video proving 5 reasons Mary was a perpetual virgin. And yeah, I'll link it here. If you can't get it here, just YouTube search Lizzie's Answers Mary playlist, Lizzie's Answers Mary Perpetual Virgin, and it will come up. So yeah, from my computer, it's totally, you can click on them. I don't know if you can from the mobile or something. I don't know what the deal is. Did you know that soy milk is actually milk presenting itself in Spanish? Soy milk. Interesting. Do you know if any of your family members might convert to Catholicism? That's a really good question. I think that the majority of my family and friends will end up converting into Catholicism in my lifetime just because I pray so much for them to become Catholic. And there's saints in heaven who are also praying with me for them to become Catholic. So, Fatima says, I have a notebook from all the info of your videos. How do you explain to a Protestant why the Bible isn't sufficient? I have an entire video talking about why sola scriptura is wrong. There are 2 Bible verses in the video where Paul talks about going by the oral tradition. He literally says, go by the tradition in the Bible. So if you go by the Bible, you're not going to go by sola alone. Okay, by scripture alone. I'm so tired, you guys. What do you think of 1 Timothy 4:3? You could have linked the verse. I don't understand what the verse is saying. I would talk to a priest and ask him what the verse is saying. It's bizarre to me. What the verse is saying. Liz, I hope we can discuss about the merch designs. Email me. I recommend seeing the film dramatization of the 1949 exorcism of Roland Doe starring Timothy something. Was the Blessed Mother with Christ during his ministry? Yes, he was. She was with Christ during a lot of his ministry. What is your parish? Are you my stalker? Why would I share what parish I go to? Then you would know near where I live. That would be horrible. I actually, in a live stream, said what parish I go to, and I said the name in the video, and so someone was like, Lizzie, you said the name of your parish, and I like took down the live stream and everything. So, yeah. Thoughts on Beyonce's movie? I actually haven't heard about Beyonce's movie. Netflix is obsessed with the Catholic Church. I mean, they have Mary anti-Catholics videos. Lizzie, I was baptized in the Catholic Church but never went further. I want to be a follower, but I'm scared and it's hard for me. Why don't you message me on Twitter or Instagram or email me? I don't understand what you mean by you're scared. Like, what is scary about it? Is the vulnerability in Catholicism scary? Do you pay for Netflix? No, I don't have a Netflix account. Where was Virgin Mary when she wasn't with Christ? With Joseph, probably. Do you see yourself continuing to make YouTube videos once you have children? Yes, it will become, I don't know if it'll become a family channel or not, but I'm definitely gonna have children in videos and everything, and I'm gonna like obviously be like, here's my baby I just grew and stuff like that. So yes. And it's really great to have side income because like if we were living with like one income and then I was like a stay-at-home mom, so it's really great that I can be a stay-at-home mom and we don't have to pay for daycare, and Trevor can work, I can keep doing what I'm passionate about. So everything about it is just really, really great. Do you attend Novus Ordo or Latin Mass? I attend Novus Ordo Mass. Do you believe in the rapture? Has Trevor asked you to marry him yet? I mean, casually, but we don't have a ring. Like, we're not officially engaged. Casually ask you to marry him. I guess that's not a casual conversation, but it is casual for us. I feel like it's casual. Where was Joseph when Jesus was crucified? Joseph was dead. That's what we were just talking about how we know that Mary is a perpetual virgin and didn't have any other children, because she was alone at the cross, and then Jesus gave her away to his apostle John on the cross. And so that's because he did not have any other siblings to give his mom to, and Joseph was dead. So that's a really good question. The next time I talk about this topic, I'll be like, where was Joseph when Jesus was on the cross? He was dead. Otherwise, he would have obviously been there. Is there anything about the church that you find ridiculous? So when I was converting in, I thought it was ridiculous how obsessed we were with saints, not dead saints, alive saints' dead body parts. They're dead body parts. It was so ridiculous to me how much we like look at them, have them. Like, my boyfriend has a relic of St. Augustine, like a piece of his bone, and it's like so cool, like a relic. And you can go and see like St. Ambrose's skull with like a bishop's hat on it. It's just kind of ridiculous, and I think it's really sweet and everything, but yeah, it is ridiculous too. When do you think Joseph died? I have no idea, but tradition teaches us that he was pretty old when Mary had Jesus and they got their celibate marriage and everything. Will you live stream your wedding? No, absolutely not. I would not live stream a wedding, but I would film it and then I will edit the footage of it. A lot of the saints' bodies are uncorrupted. Saint Bernadette is an example. Did Dr. Taylor Marshall believes Joseph was young? Weird. I wonder if Saint Joseph died. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I understand how crazy that sounds. I wouldn't want someone to take a part of my body after I'm dead. How would someone go about getting a relic? I know you cannot buy them. Does someone have to give one to you? Yeah, so someone has to like reach out to you and give them your relic, basically, is how it works. So you guys, I'm gonna go. This has been really, really fun hanging out together, and I'm glad I was able to do my nails, although they don't look very good. I feel like I could have done a lot better. But I'm horrible at doing nails, so this is what we'll have to do during quarantine. Thank you guys so much. Do demons have the power to heal? I don't think so. One wedding dress I really love is the one worn by singer Ellie Goulding at her Anglican wedding. So traditional but flattering. Aw. Okay. Do you think we were in biblical prophecy? No. So we're going to go. The next video I'm probably going to make a video talking about cursing and using God's name in vain, talking about there's so much nail polish on my finger. I'm horrible at doing my nails. Talking about the intercession of the saints, and then I'm going to film another video talking about manic episodes. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my